Memories. Memories tend to be as the result of a profound experience. We heard it today, eating snake soup, putting the wrong fuel into your truck. The first time you taste beer is as someone had a few extra ones and you should give these a try. Our memories are what shape us. Our memories are what define us. It's also our memories that put us on the path towards a vision of who we want to become. Because I've experienced this, I don't want to be that person, I want to be this person. Or because I had this experience, I like that a lot, I want to do more of that, therefore I'm going to become this person. What I love about memories is the ease with which we slip into those memories and how easy it is to relive them time and time again. Russell, as you were speaking, I thought about a great friend of mine who had a turbo diesel Jetta that a friend of his roommate borrowed and put the wrong gas in it. It screwed that car for the rest of his life. I was there with you in your story. I come from a foreign country where we eat foreign foods. One of my favorites is steak and kidney pie. Who here would eat steak and kidney pie? A few people? If you did, it'd be a profound experience. I've been experiencing profound experiences for 468 weeks. 1 day a week. For about an hour and a half. Right here. I joined Cherry Creek Toastmasters February 14th of 2014. I remember my first meeting was so profound. I sat next to Don Lehman in a building. If you ever walk in one of those buildings, you're like, I feel like I've been here before. And I had been in that building. It was the Temple Emmanuel. I'd been there 4 months before to celebrate the passing of a life of a dear friend of mine. Profound experience. A few weeks later, I joined Cherry Creek Toastmasters. A few weeks after that, I gave my first speech, which I still remember like it was yesterday. I came up on stage, I'm all Twitter-pated and nervous. God, here we go. Mayday, 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 May 1st, 1972. The opening words to my speech. Hal Lunka was my evaluator. He said the kindest things. He walked out, he's like, the reason we're all moving today is because of the energy that this young man brought into this space. It made me feel good. That's a profound memory. On this stage, standing pretty much exactly right here, I heard one of the most profound starts to a speech that I have ever heard and that I probably likely ever will hear. A gentleman by the name of Michael steps up, looks out at the audience, takes a deep breath. I am a felon. Those words fell upon all of us. He proceeds to tell us the story of a profound experience that he had where he swindled people out of money, got caught, was sent to prison where he almost died, had a moment of life on a table where he decided he wanted to change his entire life, and this was his coming out of, this is what I want to do. I want to share my story with people. A profound experience. One of my favorite memories is Dr. Klein. In his icebreaker, he's standing here playing the ukulele, speaking about how this is something he loves to do. But usually when he plays the ukulele, it's at home. And picture this, everybody. He likes to do it in his underwear as he walks around the room. And it's because it's a profound experience that it's a memory for me. I joined Toastmasters with a vision of who I wanted to become. And interestingly enough, I'm having a conversation with Mo, and he shares the same vision. He wants to become a professional speaker. He wants to work with business professionals in, of all places, Dubai, which I think is incredible because he sees a market opportunity. It's needed there. I knew I wanted to be a professional speaker. I didn't really know in what capacity until it happened, but it is because of the time that I spent here, 468 weeks, not always speaking, but always participating, that allowed me to create the vision of who I wanted to become through the experiences and the memories that I have. And now, as a speaker, I'm experiencing a whole new side of my life. I'm 2 weeks ago, I'm sitting in a Southwest flight. The whole thing is sold out. We are just shoulder to shoulder like sardines in a can. And I've got work I need to get done. So this trip, I've got my computer ready to go. And as the plane gets up, the young man sitting next to me, he's obviously very, very nervous about being there. He keeps fidgeting with things, keeps looking at his phone, keeps looking at his watch, keeps looking out the window. And he's nervous. You can feel it. It's palatable. Usually when I fly, I don't necessarily like talking to people. Who would like to just launch into conversations with whoever's sitting next to them? Ron Pritchett, yes. You probably just give him all these dad jokes and keep him laughing the entire time. But it's one of those things like, I don't necessarily want to talk to people. There's a time and a place for that. I don't think the plane is. But when somebody's like that, you have a little bit of empathy. And he keeps looking over at me, and finally I make eye contact with him. Like, how you doing? He's like, it's my first time in an airplane. This young man's got to be at least in his 20s. I was like, no kidding. Where are you flying from? Billings, Montana. I stopped over in Denver. I'm going to Charleston to go see my grandparents. It'll probably be the last time that I see them. I was like, that's wonderful. He's like, yeah. What do you do? He asks. Do I give him the personal? Do I give him the professional? I go with the professional. I'm a professional speaker. I coach business professionals on how to take life's stages. And then he says the word that I hear so often as I stepped into this occupation. Oh, hate public speaking. Which is basically somebody saying like, I hate you. Because that's what I am. But it's a profound moment for me. It resonates with me because that's how so many of us feel. We hate it because it's scary. When I started doing this, I didn't hate it, I was curious about it, but it still frightened the heck out of me. And for 468 weeks, I've been coming here, and it still makes me nervous. But I find a joy in it now. I've learned the craft. I know how to put it together. I do things automatically that I used to have to think about. What I love most about it is I have not arrived at my destination. Because there's those of you among us that are here for the first time. Thank you for coming, guests. There are those of you among us that have been here for longer than some of us have been alive. Some of us, not all of us. 468 weeks of making memories. If this is your first time here or your 1,000th time here, thank you for being here, and thank you for adding to my memories and my experiences. My advice to you is just this. Life is best when you make profound memories.
Thank you, sir.